Coach, what does getting a win on the road in that type of environment do for this team at this point of the series?
Yeah, I mean, it only kind of strengthens the confidence that we already have. We know the team that we are. We know what we're capable of, and we know what our goals are. And and I was just proud because I knew that we were going to face a very desperate team in Minnesota. And there were times we didn't play like ourselves tonight. Got a little rattled. But I thought that fourth quarter was just was outstanding. I thought the group that was out there to start the fourth, I mean, how about Christian Braun, a rookie, having the impact that he had, along with Bruce, along with Michael Porter and Jeff and Nikola. And they went on a big run to kind of get us control of the game once again. So, yeah, up 3-0. Our mindset is right now is no disrespect to the T-Wolves. This is about us, but we don't want to go back to Denver. Our goal is to try to close this thing out. And, it was an outstanding effort all the way around. Nikola had his 7th career playoff triple-double. And what's even more outstanding about that, it's the first time I think there's been a playoff triple-double with 0 free throw attempts. 0. So, I mean, Nikola's greatness was on full display, but we had a lot of guys step up. 6 guys in double figures, and Jeff 8 and Christian 9. So, proud of our group.
Michael, you mentioned Christian and Jeff, and obviously Bruce, holding down that second unit. Joker goes out in the third quarter, I think 5:50 left, and yet you guys don't lose the lead at all. Mm-hmm. Those 3 kind of hold it down. What does it say about the second unit's growth and just your trust in them that they were able to deliver tonight like that?
Yeah, I mean, to your point, when he went out with his 4th foul, I ran Jamal and Aaron the whole third quarter, and we had some other guys out there. And I think 3 games now, Mike, usually during the regular season, the non-Nikola minutes were always a question mark. 3 games now, I think the non-Nikola minutes have been outstanding for us. And we've even had no Jamal and Nikola out there together because of certain situations, and everybody's contributing. I mean, for us to do what we're talking about doing, you need everybody. And so proud of the guys once Nikola went out for maintaining the lead, maintaining our composure, and the young guys off the bench just playing their game and doing it at a very high level.
Coach, were you impressed with, just the overall execution, the effort level, the energy level, like you said, matching, desperation or exceeding desperation in a Game 3 on the road?
Yeah, very much so. Again, we knew the environment we were going to walk into, and we knew that, Anthony Edwards said it himself going into the game. He was aggressive in Game 2, and he's going to come out even be more aggressive. But I thought our guys did a pretty good job. The one thing that we talked about going into it, in their building, we can't turn it over tonight. So there's a lot we can clean up. We weren't great tonight. We had 15 turnovers for 16 points. You don't want to give up that many on the road. 15 fast break points for them, the first time they've outscored us in transition. But overall, man, for us to come in here and grab Game 3 against a desperate team, it speaks a lot about the group that I have in that locker room.
Michael, you guys have only lost 1 quarter this entire series. What do you think has played the biggest role in you guys having this dominant of a performance through 3 games?
I think the quality of our depth. If you think about each of the 3 games, we've had foul trouble in every one of them. And we've had some lineups out there that probably didn't get a lot of reps during the regular season. But I think right now, our team is not just Nikola. It's not just Jamal. I mean, you look down the line tonight, Michael Porter is playing at a 25 and 9. He followed up Game 2 with another impressive performance. Aaron Gordon doing a lot of the dirty work, unsung hero, 14 and 7. KCP 14 points. Then the bench, I think, the bench, Bruce is playing like he does all year long, attacking, playmaking, and Jeff and Christian rounding it out. So that's what I think has allowed us to win all except 1 quarter to this point. And we know to close out a series is a lot of times the hardest game. And, I'm hoping that we can find a way. Don't have a mindset of, hey, we can just go back and close it in Denver. Our mindset should be to close it in Game 4.
Michael Porter looks about as calm and comfortable as we've seen him. What do you see? We see the 25 points and the way he scores so easy. What about the other stuff tonight? What did you take away from him?
Yeah, I mean, defense, rebounding, getting his hands in the passing lanes, using his 7-foot wingspan, not being just a pretty jump shooter, putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket. Just his engagement You know what I mean? Like it's Michael has really bought into, part of our culture is being selfless. Get over yourself. It's not about any of us individually. It's we over me. And I think Michael, as well as everybody else on our team, understands that. If we're going to win a championship, we all have to check our egos at the door. We all have to find ways to make those around us better. And Michael's done that all season long, and it's no surprise that he's doing it now at a very high level in the playoffs. He's not flipping a switch. He had 82 games to get ready for this moment.
Michael, with Christian, beginning of that fourth quarter, it seemed like he had a couple shaky plays. You stuck with him, and then he kind of had those couple of sequences that it felt like quieted the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Just to stay with him in that stretch, a rookie in this environment, is that trust that's been built up, throughout the entire season in big moments that he has contributed in?
Yeah, I mean, it's trust, and it's also huge for his development. Yeah, I mean, you can do all the individual workouts you want, but the only way you truly develop in this league is by playing, and more importantly, Harrison, to your point, playing through mistakes. If I yank Christian Braun out after a turnover, how's he going to go in there and impact the game? He's going to be looking over his shoulder after every mistake. You can't play like that. So I called a quick timeout because early in that fourth quarter, it was 2 turnovers for 3 points, timeout. We went on, I think, a 9-2 run right after that, and Christian was a big part of that. So this is invaluable for Christian Braun, and I thought, to your point, Harrison, he responded, 9 points, attacking the basket, finishing, and it's great to see him out there doing what he's doing for us.
Michael, you guys can preach desperation all you want, coming into tonight's game, but how confident were you that it was actually going to translate? Because this is a team that has, throughout the regular season, you guys have played down to opponents before. I think you've even admitted that before. But to come in and do this, doesn't that show a level of maturity that I'm just curious how confident you were that it was going to translate?
Yeah, I was pretty confident, and obviously in the playoffs, there is no playing down to an opponent. Everybody in here is, very capable of winning a game, winning a series. So I was pretty confident in that group, a very business-like approach, very mature approach. The message that I'm preaching, the message that our veterans are repeating, it's, I wasn't surprised for us to come out and play the way we did. I felt tonight there were some times where we were very uncharacteristic. End of the quarter, instead of holding for the last shot, we try to score, turn it over, they get an easy one in transition. There's so many things that we can continue to clean up. And it's not just about this series, it's also about what we're trying to accomplish in a much bigger stage. So, proud of the group because they handle the business like they're supposed to, like mature teams do.
Coach, just wanted to ask you about Aaron Gordon, 5 of 5 from the free throw line tonight and led the team plus-minus. His impact is often understated at times, but just what is he giving you guys in these first 3 games that you've found invaluable?
Physicality, toughness, aggression. I'm not surprised. Carl got 27 tonight. We knew he was going to be first 2 games in Denver. He was really not able to get off. And again, he missed shots that he makes, but Carl was very aggressive tonight. But over 3 games, I think Aaron Gordon's really helping set the tone on the defensive end of the floor. And he's up for that challenge. And when you guard a guy like Carl, you have to get into him, take away his airspace, make him feel you. So I think you're right. I think Aaron, as I said earlier, Ryan, I think Aaron is somewhat of an unsung hero. And I just said that in front of the whole team. He goes out there every night, takes on the challenge, and he's defending, he's rebounding, he's running. To your point, he made his free throws tonight, and we need that. Everybody needs to be the best version of themselves for what they do and the role that they need to be in. And Aaron's not only doing that right now, but, let's be honest, he's done it at a high level, all-star level, in my opinion, the whole season for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
Michael, Coach Malone was just really pretty positive about the way you guys handled the tough stretches and the bits of adversity you guys faced tonight. What do you think was the key to not letting any one of those sequences kind of spiral out?
Yeah, I think we just stayed very disciplined. We knew they were going to go on their runs. They're a very talented team. They were at home. They got the crowd behind them a few times, but I think we weathered the storm very well.
There's a stretch there where Nikola picks up his fourth foul probably midway through the third quarter, and you guys really stay the course. Malone, he credited you guys with the way that you've handled those kind of minutes where Jokic has been off the bench for as well as this team has. What do you think has been the key to that? Just is everybody playing their roles? Is it people stepping up in certain situations?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just have a very deep, talented team. I think Aaron and Jeff out there is a very versatile lineup that we didn't see a whole lot during the regular season, but it's working great for us because we could just switch 1 through 5, and then we just try to get stops and run. The offense looks a little bit different when Jokic isn't out there, but we've been making it work. So we just got a lot of dudes who can do a lot of different things.
Christian had a play where he cuddled on the baseline and hit you in the corner. What have you seen from him in his early, his first playoff experience?
Yeah, I mean, that dude's just – he's already such a good role player for us, just does his role to a T. And I think, as the years go on, he's just going to grow and grow. He's already doing so many good things for us. Athletic finishes around the rim, getting out in transition, making the right pass, defending. So we're very lucky to have him to be able to play in these playoffs.
How do you assess your series, the series that you've played so far, particularly the last few games where you've been able to just kind of mix your offense in with the rest of the offense and make impact plays outside of scoring?
Yeah, I think it's been a good series for the whole team so far. It's been a different guy's night every night. So I think really we've just been very spread out. Like if you look at the stats, every game we've just been very spread out. Obviously Jamal had the 40-point game last game, but everyone's doing their job. So it's definitely not a one-man effort out there.
Yeah, Mike, I think at the ESPN third quarter interview you said you guys go 10, 12 deep or something to that extent. How would you describe the depth and just the talent of your guys' team?
Yeah, I mean, I meant to say really however many dudes we got over there is how deep we are, because they asked me a question about, I think they said our big three had 32 points, and I was trying to make the point that really everyone over there on the bench to the last man could be playing. So we just have so many different guys. I think different guys' name will be called at different points during the playoffs. But that's definitely one of the positives of this team. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like towards the end of the regular season and in these playoff games, you've had some incredible finishes around the rim. What do you credit that to? Have you put in any more work in finishing through contact or concentrating when you're getting all the way to the basket?
No, I could always do it. I mean, that was dating back to high school. I mean, that was my go-to. Like, I didn't really settle for threes. My first thought was get to the basket. But I think everything I've been through, I think it just maybe not reluctant, but I just feel like as time goes on and I get more and more comfortable with, what I can do out there and things like that, and just keep getting healthier and healthier, that just is becoming just more of a, I just go do it more. Yeah.
Mike, how much fun is it to go on the road up 2-0 when in a game you don't need to win, and to basically silence a crowd, go up 3-0 and take a commanding lead like this? You guys have not done this before.
Yeah, no, I definitely think we needed to win this. If we had lost, it would have been 2-1, and then they would have had another game at home to try to tie it up. So we knew, we had a sense of urgency in this game. But really, man, we have a sense of urgency this whole playoffs. I think you got to win 16 games to win a championship, and we're just taking it one game at a time and trying to knock each game. Not each game is its own game, and keep that same energy.
Mike, you seem to be in a really good, comfortable headspace. How'd you get there, and is this as comfortable as you've been since you've been in the league?
Yeah, I think, the NBA is just is different now, and there's a lot of distractions and a lot of things that can kind of throw you off course mentally. I think social media is a big thing, people's opinions and things like that. So really distancing myself from certain things has helped, I think, and then just being able to be out here is looking at the blessing that it is, trying to have a grateful attitude. having my family around. I got a few of my siblings who moved to Denver, so that really helps me stay in a good headspace. But yeah, man, I think just being intentional, like as much as you're intentional about your physical wellness, I think learning how to be as intentional about the mental side has gone a long way for me. Yeah.
Mike, to follow up on that, how much have you taken cues, if at all, from Joker? The fact that he, is very disciplined. He has a church and state attitude when he leaves the gym. It's like, this is my life. I protect my life. I don't do social media. Have you taken any examples from him, how he conducts himself?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see it and admire it. I admire, guys like that. But I mean, I think you just got to kind of experience for yourself what's best for you. You know what I mean? I don't think social media is a bad thing. I don't think stuff like that is wrong. But, like, you just got to figure out what's best for you. So, I mean, Joker has been doing it for a while. I know Kawhi does it. I think it's just what's best for you, really. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, just looking forward, how important would it be for you guys to finish this in 4, and what kind of effort do you think that might take?
It's definitely going to take a big effort. They have nothing to lose. They're going to come out firing and be aggressive. So we know we got to come here and take care of business next game. But I think it'd be commanding to start the playoffs off 4 wins in a row. So I think we all are looking forward for that opportunity, and just knowing with the talent they have, they're not just going to give us the game.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you.
Nicola, what does it say about you guys that you guys didn't need to win tonight? You were up 2-0, with a pretty significant lead, but then to win it when you don't need to, and to show the desperation.
Like, that's a really funny question, for real.
Thanks. Appreciate it, man.
We needed to win. I think we didn't want to give them life if that didn't make any sense. We wanted to be the aggressor. We wanted to punch them first. They need to react to us. That was our plan. And I think we did a good job. Of course, we expected them to be aggressive and play really good. They were attacking the paint. They had the 35 free throws attempt. They were just attacking, and that was their plan. We kind of knew it.
What did you guys do to kind of catch your breath, catch your legs after that 7-2, after that early run, and how did you guys basically counter the emotion that they played with, especially early?
It's to be honest, it's pretty easy. I think in today's NBA, especially in the beginning, first half, you can build a lead in 2 minutes, like 10-point lead in 2 minutes, even less. So the basketball is a game of runs. I always say that, and you just need to control the posture and control the game in global.
Nicola, you guys have outscored them in the paint and outshot them from 3 in all 3 games, lost just 1 quarter. What's kind of gone into that dominant performance from those 2 areas of the floor, just overall?
To be honest, we gave them so much respect, and we know that they are dangerous, and we don't want to let them play freely. And I think the focus that the guys have and the discipline, it's off the charts, and that's why we are up 3-0.
Nicola, this was another game where Mike really stepped up when you guys needed him to. Just what do you think he provided tonight for you guys specifically, and where do you think he can take it from here?
I mean, I always say he's in a really tough position, because in the end he's going to be, in the end of the game, he's going to be me and Jamal, and we're going to try to find an upper guy or whatever. But Mike, he's really kind of finding the way to impact in the game at a really high level. He made 4 threes. He was and every time he shoots, I really think that he's going in. So I think if he plays like this, we have a big chance.
You mentioned the focus and the discipline that you guys have had so far. If you had to give a letter grade in terms of game plan execution, what would you give and why?
Letter grade?
Like A, B, C, D. Did you have letter grades in Serbia?
No, it's 1 through 5 in Serbia. So,
really? Well, you can do 1 through 5.
5 is good. I will say 4+, because we have a 4+ because we have, of course, some bad moments, but in global, I think we all understand that we know what we want to do. What here?
Nicole, after you hit your first 3, your brother kind of left his seat and came down and yelled a bit towards the court. Did you see or hear that? No. Is there any communication ever between the two of you in a game? All right, cool.
Nicola, you seem to slap your arms a few times in trying to make a point. Did you make a point? Did you have a conversation?
I don't think so, but it's good. I don't need it. But if something is obvious, I just like to say it's obvious.
Okay.
How big was Bruce tonight? Obviously, he came off the bench, but he impacted the game.
Yes. Not just him. Christian, he played really well, especially in that 4th quarter. He had 6 in a paint or 8 in a paint. He was like something. Yes. And Bruce go by is a cat a couple times and to give us this like easy points. So I think today everybody played really well. So everybody who stepped on the floor played really well.
Nicola, what would it mean to get this done in 4 games and not have to go back to Denver and worry about a Game 5? And what kind of effort do you think that might take?
I mean, we know same as today. They're gonna go aggressive. We need to be more aggressive. We need to dictate the game, and we know what to do. So it's not pressure or us to win a game. We need to know. We know what to do, and we're gonna do that.
Thank you.
Guys, pleasure like always.
I learned a lot. Thank you. I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.